All right. So welcome to our first team call. I don't think we really have a name for our team. We can make one up as we go. But I'm really excited for this program. It's coming out the end of this month on September 30th. And he is like, you need to follow him on Instagram. Like he is not playing. He is not kidding around. He's going to be cursing at you, so that's going to be different. And they do have like the clean version in English and in Spanish and French. It comes out the end of this month. And then, can you guys see my dad? It comes out the end of this month, and then it starts like officially October 7th. So like that, my plan is to start that. That's what I'm kind of doubling up on the workouts right now with Morning Meltdown 100. And if you know anyone who is working out, who is at the gym, or who thinks like, oh yeah, like I would never work out from home, like this is it. Like they have to take a fitness test before even doing this program because it's not for everyone. It's super advanced. So I'm excited for that. And I created like these like super simple Instagram stories that really just like debut like this man, and like he'll be talking and just sharing like what the program looks like. And I don't know if you've seen like, but in the past, I haven't really shared like what the program is, but now I'm very like, I'm doing 6 weeks of work, or I'm doing Morning Meltdown. Like there's no curiosity around that. It's just say what it is. And if people want to do it, like they can join you. Do you guys have any questions with that or?
No.
No?
Oh,
Okay.
do we have to take like the fitness test as well? Like everyone has to?
Yeah, I'm going to do it too because
Okay.
it's like, it's so different from like Morning Meltdown. Like I have no idea. So we'll see.
It looked intense when I saw the video, so.
Yeah, right. And it's like it's 6 workouts a week. But then one of the days he has like it's like a recovery day, but it's an active recovery day. So it's really only 5 days of 45 minutes. So.
Oh, okay.
All right. So ready for this? This is so funny. Oh wait, hold on. So I am a big Golden State Warriors fan. And Steve Kerr, that's my boy. And I actually got to see him when they did the parade. I got to like high five him.
Nice.
So I just wanted to talk about, you're here because you're interested in coaching. And I know you guys might have a lot of fears or concerns or doubts, but I'm here to tell you that you don't have to change who you are with coaching. Coaching is just like, we're here together, we're building something together, but that doesn't mean that you have to be, you have to be fit, or you have to be certified, or you have to have your shit together. Like that is the beauty of coaching. Like you are just sharing who you are, and people are going to come to you and they're going to be attracted to you, who you are, not me, because we all live different lifestyles, right? And I think like what's really amazing about Steve Kerr is like when he came to this team, like he literally built it from scratch. Like everyone had different personalities and they all had to come together and, start from the ground up and be like, how are we going to build this team? What do we need to do? How do we need to connect in order to work together and, win a championship? So the vision. I feel like, I don't want to say, oh, here you're a coach. Now we got to help all these people. You need a bigger picture. You need a vision, like as a team, because every single one of us, we literally impact one another. So it's like, if we're all working together, like we're all going to win. If there's 10 of us and only 5 are really working, then we'll make it to the playoffs, but we might not win like the championship, right? So for me, my vision is to walk with you guys across stage at Summit next year. So Summit is a big conference that Beachbody has, and it's basically a big freaking party where we all just recognize and just all the success that we've built. And you get to walk across the stage and be like, hey, these are, we're different from this other team, and we're a bunch of women from all different states coming together, and we want to help other women who feel what we felt because of why we started, right? And what these programs have done for us. And so that's my vision. And so I want you to create, what's your vision? Like what's the thing that's really going to tie you together because of why you want to do this, right? Because if you don't have anything, like you're going to just treat it like, oh, okay, I'm just going to show up, and like, but when you're like, okay, I want to, I want to make like $1,000 a month, or I want to, want to help like 10 people, or I want to like take all this cash and use it for vacation. Like what's the thing that's really going to tie it together, that's going to really push you, like push that needle to show up, every single day.
Well,
yeah, no.
Wedding?
Yeah. I love it. No. Because it's expensive, girl.
Tell me about it. You have to get money for the wedding.
That's right. Yeah. I love it. I love that. I love Clay Thompson. He actually came to my job when I worked at Pandora Radio. He was there. And then I ran downstairs and I hugged him. And I was like, who the hell is this girl? So I'm going to tell you a little just short story about like why I started. And I'm pretty sure you guys know, and like you've listened to it and read it in my post. But I honestly started because I was desperate. I was tired of feeling alone. I was tired of feeling alone in this journey, thinking, am I the only crazy one who is working out all the time? I felt like I was using workouts to replace a stress, or replace a frustration, or a anger, or, the guy I was dating at the time like sucked, right? And I was abusing actually working out. I wasn't using it for the right reasons. And that's where I started to see my body as I have to be skinny all the time. I can't eat this, or I can't eat that, or I'll drink till I black out, or I'll binge eat everything. And I started because I just wanted to be a part of something again. I've always loved to be a part of something. And I remember like I was at work, I signed up the same day, and I was like, all right, let's go. Like, I was like, who wants to do this? I have no idea what I'm doing. I think Arpita was the second person who signed up, and I was like, just giving her all the answers, because I'm like, I know this can change my life and what it's done for me. And so I just wanted to share just a little bit about that, of like why I do this. Because for me, like when I started, I just wanted to help people. I wanted to just pay for Shakeology, and that's it. I didn't really treat this as a business. I wasn't recruiting anyone to do the business. I wasn't like, oh yeah, like, you guys want to do this? It's only a 30-minute workout. Like everyone has 30 minutes. But now like it's changed my life. Like I feel like I've learned so much more about myself and who I want, who I am, what I want to be. And this has given me the ability to dream more. I feel like, as we were little kids, tell us to dream, do this, you can do that. But then, when we go to work, like work isn't telling us like, hey, you guys, like you could totally dream and you can be whoever you want to be, but I feel like this has given me just so much more, and you guys, so that's my little presentation with coaching in general. And so this next slide, I just did this right now. It might not make any sense right now, but you're ready. So this is the business activity tracker. This I modified because so Beachbody already has one that they made, but it doesn't prioritize, you know, all these like be proof the product works, like personal development is at the bottom. And for me, I treat that as like number one, because you need the personal development every single day. Like you need to be reading or listening to something that resonates with where you're at in your life right now and in your business. So for me right now, I'm trying to be a better leader. So I am reading the John Maxwell like leadership, and really just getting super uncomfortable as to like where I need to grow. And so personal development is huge, and be proof the product works, which you already do that. Like you're working out, you're drinking Shakeology, you're having Energize, and then you're getting people results. Like that's just, you just checking in with your friend, like saying, hey, did you work out? And that's through the group, right? Like I'm not messaging everyone every single day. I do not work like that. I would go crazy. You know, recognizing your people, like people like to be recognized, even like on social media. They're like, oh my God, like, thank you so much. Like it means a lot to them. And then the one in the bottom, like that's the bigger one, like connect, invite, and follow up. And we could go through that individually. Like I would love to just go through that, because when, you know, if you don't have time, if you have like an hour to work, this is it. Like, this is what I use every single day. Like when I was, Kim, when I was at Arpitas for her birthday, like I did this for like an hour that I had before everybody's getting ready. And these are the check-ins that I would do to make sure that I'm showing up for my business, even if I have half an hour tops. Like that's it. And that's pretty much it. I didn't want to like make it too long or complicated. I just really wanted to leave it for like any questions that you guys might have.
So today,
yeah,
I had a man reach out. So obviously he's not invited to our group.
Yeah.
But I still, you know, I'm not going to deny him a sale, right? But I kind of got stuck, like at the, you know, I asked him for his email, and then I'm like, okay, now what?
Yeah. Okay.
So, I mean, I went in, like, eventually I was like, well, I'll just go in and share the cart. And I did, I added the Lyft challenge pack and Beachbody bars.
Yeah.
And I basically just kind of customized the email, and I said something like, well, you told me you're on the road a lot, so Lyft 4 is a great program. It's only four times a week, right? I think it is.
Yeah, you only 4 times a week.
You know, and then, you know, I said the Shakeology you can take whenever, and the Beachbody bars. You know, so that's what I sent to him. Hope it works.
Yeah.
But, you know, I kind of got stuck on that, but is that what I should have done?
Yeah, so I mean, I feel like what you did, like grab his email, that's perfect. Because one, you're a business, and that's professional, and they right off the bat they're like, oh, she means business. So what I would have done is just like I would have just asked him like what fitness and health goals is he looking to work on, and
so
then
I asked that like in the beginning.
Oh, okay.
He basically just told me, you know, he travels. I think he's a photographer or something a lot, so he travels a lot.
Okay.
So he told me he just wants something that he can do on the go, on the road.
Yeah.
So that's why, you know, I chose that Lyft challenge pack and the Beachbody bars.
Okay.
So we kind of had, it was just like after, you know, I asked for the email because I was trying to follow the script, you know, from the training.
Yeah.
But I don't know that I've gotten the training on the part where you get the email and then what, you know?
Yeah. The email works a little bit differently because sometimes people are all about email or some people aren't. So it's kind of like you feel out the vibe where, you know, sometimes it's like straight, just keep talking through Instagram or, you know, move it forward to email. That's something that I've been playing around as well because it hasn't been,
I also had a lady or a girl, I think yesterday, that we had great conversation. And then when I asked her for the email, she was like, oh, why do you have to do my email? Why can't you just talk to me? But again, I was following the scripts, you know?
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Yeah. And like, so another thing with like the scripts, I think that's a good way to feel it out, just to like start having that conversation flow. But it doesn't always have to like, you don't always have to follow those scripts to the T, you know. But it's a more of a guide, right? I always treat that as a guide. And you feel it out, like you keep talking with that person as if, talk to this person as if that was your grandmother. Like they don't know jack shit about
Yeah.
body. They don't know anything about working out. Like talk to them as if it was your grandma. Like that's how I always treat, like I literally want to know everything about this person, what they struggle with, and just keep having a conversation.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have any questions, Kim?
So, I haven't, yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't watched the videos. I'm actually gonna start Thursday. It's gonna be the first time I'm gonna watch the first one. So I'm assuming that Ali's watching those videos, and that's where you're getting all like the scripts and everything from, or
Yeah, the scripts are they're part of a file, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
there's videos, and I kind of took notes, and there are files where it's like a Word document or something you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So the most important ones, the most important videos are like the things that she starts talking about, like teen volume, you know, like there used to be a thing called Success Club before, but that's not irrelevant now. Like it's all about like whatever suits this person. So like, you know, let's say Bob, right? He's like, oh, I'm on the road all the time, so I don't really have, you know, I need something that's quick and short because I don't have much time. So it could be like Lift 4, or he just wants to try out the program. So it could be like, you could do like a 6-month, 6-month membership to Beachbody on Demand instead of the year long. So it's like there's a variety of options to choose from. It doesn't just have to be a challenge pack all the time. Like the challenge pack meaning, you know, the program and Shakeology, because sometimes people, I don't want to say that we shouldn't upsell people because I think the products are amazing, right? So it's like people paying 160 or 200, like that shouldn't be a problem, because I know people don't have a problem paying more than $200 for Orange Theory. So like I've had those conversations. So don't be afraid to upsell and be like, oh, they need Shakeology, they need the workouts, they need Energize, they need Beachbody bars, boom, 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 boom. Like I throw all of that stuff in, and I tell them like, hey, you're like shopping. You're shopping, so you can remove whatever you don't want. But then some people don't have the money, right? So it's okay to offer them the 6-month membership to Beachbody on Demand, so they have access to the workouts, or maybe they want to try it out because they think, you know, they're like, oh, okay, I don't know if this is real or not, but you genuinely want to help them. So it's like, hey, the 2-week free membership to Beachbody on Demand. And because I had 2 people who didn't have the money, and they tried out the 2-week free Beachbody on Demand, and then they signed up right after. So just feel it out. Like there's basically no one can say no unless they really don't make their fitness and health journey a priority, like one bit. Like that's what it is. So yeah.
Monica, I have a coworker who she wants me to start coaching her once I start
Yeah.
doing the videos and everything. I've seen her kind of struggle.
Yeah.
She's a mom of 3. She works like weird hours.
Okay.
But she could still make it a priority to work out. How do I know, and she's also very like, with having 3 kids and everything, she's always talking about, I don't have money, I don't have this, I don't have that. How would you sell like Shakeology and everything? Because I know that like everything's like beneficial for her? Like, I know you said like the free trial and everything, but like, are there people who flat out just say no? Like, I take it like my experience with it when I first started, I was like, oh my God, that's a lot of money and this and that and blah, blah, blah. So I feel like if I'm going to sell something to her, I think I'm going to tell her my experience, how I used to be like, yeah, I used to think that Shakeology was expensive and this and that, but like, how do you talk about like the benefits of like Shakeology? Like, what is it that's good about it? Like, how do you?
Yeah, I mean, that's where you also have to talk, you got to talk about your experience, right? Of like when you first started and because I honestly, I remember I heard about Shakeology a long time ago and I was like, I'm not paying $130 a month for a bag of whatever. But that's when I started to learn about the ingredients in it, and how it made me feel like when I was on it and when I wasn't on it, especially when I went on vacation and I didn't have it. And then, if sometimes like they are iffy about Shakeology, I always, try to give them like the option of like if they want Energize or Recover, because like I would ask her like, you're a mom of 3, like are you tired all the time? Like what's your energy level like? So if she's tired, she's gonna want Energize and she's gonna want to recover. So I would have that as a backup plan to say, hey, this is plant-based. You don't get no jitters. You don't get no rashes. And I'm really sensitive to caffeine. So I actually had a pre-workout that gave me like the rash, like half my body was like covered. Yeah, it was so bad. I should have taken a picture, but it was so bad. But then I started taking the Energize from Beachbody and like, I have no problem. Like I can have like 3 scoops of that and I'll be fine. But yeah, so I would, so there's always options. So I would be like, okay, if she's not crazy about Shakeology at first, I would like give her the next option of Energize or Recover. But that's when you're asking like, how's your energy? Like, are you always tired? Like, have you worked out yet? Like, if she hasn't, then she's gonna be sore. So she's like, okay, you gotta take this.
Like I know she'll watch some of like I forgot which program she did for a little bit, with the redhead who does the meltdown. I forgot her name.
Jericho.
There you go. So I know she did a program with her, and she loved she loved it. So I know like she definitely I mean she's a little heavier set, but like I think it's a good idea like to offer her like the energy level energize. Because I think, like, from working to going home and taking care of 3 kids, like, I don't think her energy level is high up there.
Yeah. I mean, I think the morning meltdown would be perfect for her because there's Jericho and then there's a modifier and then there's a modifier to the modifier. So, like, and it's like it's like she's kind of heavy set and then the other goes a little bit more heavier. So it's like there's there's so many options to choose from. Okay. And the workouts are really short.
They're about what, like 25 minutes or so?
They're like 20 to 25 minutes. So, and yeah, so it's a great, I love it. I love it. But I've been doubling up just because I need something extra to kick my ass.
From like 80-day obsession, you're so used to like doing an hour to like 20. It's like feels like nothing.
Yeah. What else? So I mean, the next steps that I would want with each of you is have like a one-on-one call, like once a week. I really want to know like what your goals are, like on a weekly basis, maybe like bi-weekly. Like I want you to tell me when we speak one-on-one, I want you to tell me what you want. Like, do you want to make money? Like, do you want to make $500 a week? Do you want to make 1,000? Like, I will literally make you a plan telling you this is what you need to do to get there, and like this is the halfway mark. Like there's no like, oh, you failed if you didn't hit this. Like I want you to have a benchmark. I want you to know like these are the steps that you need to do in order to get there. because I didn't have anyone tell me that. Like no one ever. I just kind of just went in and was like, okay, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try this. But I want to make you a plan. Like this is your 80-day. Like these are what you need to hit in order to grow and to really, to hit. Like I want to make $500 a week. I want to make 1,000. Like and keep checking in with each other to see like. Are we, what needs to change? Like, or are we doing, like, how's the business activity tracker? Like, are you filling it out? And if you're not, then that clearly explains like why you're not where you want to be. So what do you guys think of that?
I'm on board. I think that'll be good.
Yeah.
Question, kind of off topic, but
yeah, of course.
how often do we get commission checks? Is it weekly?
Yeah, every Thursday.
Every Thursday. And how long does it take for it to cycle? Like with Maria's, for example, when I sold her that, I think it was this past Monday. Was it Monday that we had the holiday?
Yeah. So
no, last Monday. So when would I get that?
So last Monday. So you would get paid this Thursday.
This Thursday.
Yeah. Yeah. So Thursday is like, so I don't know if you could see her, it's really small, but in the business activity tracker, Thursday is the start of a new week. So Thursday would be like a Monday and Wednesday would be like the last day, that you're just like trying to push in for any like next goals that you want to hit, or so whatever you finish on Wednesday, will show the following week.
Okay.
Yeah, not the next day. Like so Thursday.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think it was Labor Day that she bought her pack. So
Okay.
It definitely be this week then.
Yeah. So Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now another question. So I'm like trying to figure out team volume versus personal volume, I guess. So when I sold that to Maria,
Yeah.
there's team volume, am I right?
Yeah. So
or do I have to be an Emerald coach for everyone else to get that team volume?
no. So I think I received that team volume. So Kim, so what she's saying is whenever someone signs up, there is volume that's being built, right? And so that affects the team. So it's not about me, like it's not about, it's literally a team effort. It's not about how many challenge packs I sell. It's about, there's anytime someone is like, okay, I'm gonna get energized, or I'm gonna get 3-day refresh, or I'm gonna get the collagen or Beachbody bars, that's producing volume. Or if you wanna get 80-day obsession accessories, that's volume. And I can give you, like, if you want to get really nerdy, because I am, so there's a list of all the products that exist and the volume behind it.
I would love that.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Because what had happened was like, so prior to these changes, like they always told us that we had to sell challenge packs, right? And so we realized that a challenge pack has a volume that is like, let's say 45 points. And so 45 points it's not enough. It's actually, we didn't really look at that. So it's not a lot. It really isn't. So whenever someone gets like Shakeology on its own, that is a 90 team volume. And so, at the end, so the overall picture is when you have more volume, you cycle more. Okay. And so when you cycle more, so that's another video that you have to watch. So when you cycle more, you make more money. And so as your team gets bigger, you are making, basically that's residual income that is coming just from the volume of the products that are being sold. So basically the challenge pack, like the challenge pack doesn't mean shit. It's garbage. It's like the best combination, but it has no value behind it. I'd rather you tell someone to get a 3-day refresh that has more volume. Or a Shakeology, like someone in Shakeology, that's more volume. So Karali, in your case, so how my thing looks like right now is I have my mom. My mom is in my business, and everyone who signs up goes under my mom. I sign up no one. The only people I am signing up to me is people who want to work the business. So everyone that I sign up is a customer. A discount coach does not exist, because that means that they should be working the business, but they're not. And so that actually makes, that's like a compliance thing, or something that's not, that might shut down Beachbody, something like that, that they said. So basically every time that, that I'm putting someone under my mom, that's volume that my mom is creating. And then I get to cycle. So I don't want to get, that's like too deep. But that means that you're making just more money, basically, when you are providing the right products to the person that they need. So that's what I'm saying. Don't be afraid to tell them, like, you need the Beachbody bars, like you need Energize, you need Recover. It's not because you're trying to sell them stuff. You're like, you actually need it, and that you're building volume for yourself, and you're building volume for the whole team, everyone, not just me, Karali, Arpita, Maria, everyone. So it's a team effort. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But we'll talk about that more as we go. Like, I can give you like explanations and charts of like how it looks like, because I realized that a couple months ago, and I was like, oh my God, I got so gypped from so much money that I could have made, just because I've always been focused on selling a challenge pack, when in reality it doesn't mean anything. And so now it's like, you can sell anything, like everything, every single product anyone can get. So you have freedom, and it's like everyone should join, right? It's like there's no reason why, if you don't have 160, okay, like what do you have? What can we work with? So that's it.
Sorry,
Yeah.
one more question. Personal volume to be active is how much?
50. You need 50 personal volume points to be an active coach. So that could be like Energize, and sometimes I do Energize and like the Energize sticks, or sometimes I just do Recover.
And that's stuff I purchase for myself. Right?
Yeah, for yourself. Yeah.
And if I decided to add Benny as a coach, because they keep talking about adding your spouse or whatever, he has to do the same, right?
Yeah. So I mean, Benny can come in. So I do that for my mom. Yeah. But my mom, she works out, so she is living proof of the product since I started. But that's how you'll make more money. Like in the long run, that's how you'll make more money. Like, but we could talk about that more. So this thing is gonna end, and I wanna save it so everyone else can watch it. But I'm so happy. Thank you guys for hopping on. I'm so sweaty.
Well, thank you.
All right.
That's just
I'm sweating. It's okay. It's all right. Bye. Bye, you guys.
Bye.
Bye.